God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Today is the 22nd day of July. Welcome to Washington County Municipal Court. We have review hearings for people that have obligations they're ordered to perform, so this is a check on that. If you're here for that, your name's going to get called. Come up to the table to your right when your name's called. We're going to go to your file with you. All reviews.
Haley Ian Blake, Jeremy Butcher, Jeffrey Collins, Naaman C. Cox, Cody B. DeMint, Eddie Easthead.
Haley Blake, 23760. She said ODD, yes. All right, thank you. Okay, it's a good report. You're doing what you need to do with your counseling. You've got community service to do.
I know. I just got my brace off, so I'm gonna.
Start on that?
Yes.
Can you pay anything on your fines today?
Not today. I get paid Thursday. I can come in Friday morning.
Okay. Are you working now?
Yes, I've been working full time. Yeah.
What's your work schedule, Monday through Friday, or?
I'm off Wednesdays and Sundays.
Okay. Well, we have court on Monday or Friday, so that has to be one of the.
Yeah, that's fine. I can come in. I don't work till 2:30 in the evening.
Okay.
So.
I'll make your next hearing August 26th. If you want to write that down, there's a form there in that basket. 8/26, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Go up your counseling, get your community service done, make payments on your file.
Okay, I will.
Jeremy Butcher is here, 19-4-83 and 19-779. He's paying on his fines. Do you have a payment date?
Yes, sir, 30.
How much are you paying?
30.
Okay. I'll set you for the same day, August 26th, 9 o'clock is your next hearing. See the clerk, make your payment.
Thank
Jeffrey
you.
Collins is on teleconference today. He's making payments on bonds. Have you made a payment, Mr. Collins?
Yes, sir, it was made last night.
Okay, how much did you pay?
I'm pretty sure it's 25. I think it's 25.
Okay, August 26th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
You are. Naaman Cox. Naaman Cox has been called for, has not appeared, and still has things left to do. So the warrant issue. Cody DeMint.
Morning.
Morning. 23-6 is the case number. I'm showing the only thing you got left to do is the 3-day school.
Yes, sir. I was under the impression that I could pay cash when I went up there, but I got an email a couple days prior saying that I failed to pay for the class online. So I had to reschedule it for September 26th through 29th.
Which one are you going to?
Chillicothe.
Okay.
That's the next one they had.
Okay, I'll set your next, you finished everything but that, so I'll set your next hearing for October the 18th. If you have that report filed from them by then, you don't have to come back
Yes, sir. Thank you.
with a successful completion. October 18th, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Eddie Eastet.
Yes, sir.
Seventeen four four two. 21,269. $23,203. Okay, now, you were in some kind of treatment, weren't you, on your second offense? Family Medical Center, is that where you went?
Yeah.
Okay. I never did get a letter of completion that you completed your treatment there. So, I need that, and I'm gonna have you, since you're still on probation from 23 case, I'm gonna have you do a urine screen today. So go do a urine screen.
Charles R. Hall Jr., Justin Gerald, Shandon Pringle, Stephen Stanley, Amber Stevenson, James R. Stover, Bridget M. Timberman, Chase Lewis.
Charles Hall Jr. Charles Hall. It's case number 24118, 23596. Has not completed his cases and hasn't appeared, so there'll be a warrant issued. Destiny Gerald is here. 23,595. And she's at Hawk.
Yes.
You have a report from them?
I don't, I didn't think about that. Actually, the guy that was like over our cases that normally write them, he got fired for relapse. So we have somebody that's like over our cases right now.
Okay. All right, well, since you don't have a report, I'm gonna have you do a urine screen.
Okay.
So go do a urine screen, and I can come back after you get that done. Shannon Pringle is not here. Shannon Pringle. Okay, thought she was gonna get finished today. So unless she shows up later, it'll be a warrant issued for failure to appear. Chase Lewis is here, 14/10/65. He has to have it moved up. He's got something coming, set for Friday, and he has to have it moved up today. which is
Yes, sir.
fine.
Thank you, Your Honor, for adding me to the docket.
Do you have a payment you can make on your case today?
I get paid tomorrow. I'll pay a $50 payment.
Okay.
I was going to ask you also, is there a way that we could set a final pay date for just like a couple of months? Because I don't have much left, I don't think, to pay like 400 or something.
Yeah, I'm showing about $500, so you think you can pay it off in 2 months?
3 maybe.
Okay. Well,
Well, 3 for sure, not maybe.
usually at this point, you get to make it every month, but I'll give you 6 weeks. So let's do that. Are you working
Yes, sir.
Mondays, Fridays, which is best?
Either one. Monday's fine.
Okay, I'll actually make it 7 weeks, September 9th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You get it paid off, you don't have to come back.
All right, thanks.
Stephen Stanley, 24,152. Okay, you made a payment at the beginning of the month.
Yes.
You making monthly payments.
Yes.
Are you making any additional payment today?
Yes, $50.
Okay, put you down for that. And I'll set you in September, because yours is a newer case. September 6th will be your next hearing. September 6th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Amber Stevenson, 24,386. Okay, you were going to go to Valley Health.
Yes, sir.
Do that?
Yes, sir. I have a therapist there and a psychologist there. I'm still doing my outpatient treatment with the Huntington Treatment Center.
So you're doing that then?
It's Subutex. And I have all my drug screens
Okay,
too.
yeah, I need to see this.
What is it? I mean, if he needs to keep them, he can.
Okay, I'll put these in your file.
Okay.
Can you make a payment on your files today?
Yes, I was gonna try to do 30 if that's okay.
That'll be fine. See the clerk, make your payment.
Okay.
I'll set you as your first review today, so your next one's gonna be September 13th. 13, 24, 19.
Great. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. James Stover, 19,694, 695. RRS, bonds are paid.
Your Honor, he'll be completing near the end of August.
Okay. Good drug screens too.
Yes.
That's a very good report. You're working full-time, looks like.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm still showing you owe some community service. You've done some since the last hearing. Still have some.
Yeah, I think he's got a couple
left to do.
days left.
Your Honor, from that, he's working here and Ironton also.
Okay. I'll set you next hearing for September 6th. Now, that's a Friday. Is that Mondays or Fridays better?
I actually work at a plant, and every other week I'm off one Friday, but that works just fine, as it turns out.
Okay, that's the 6th will work?
Yes, sir.
September 6th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Gidget Timberman, 23,755, case number. Okay, you still owe some fines and you owe your community service. When can you get your community service done?
I'm trying to do it as soon as possible. I just got a job a month ago, and I'm a single mom, so it's hard to get down here because I live an hour away.
Where do you live?
Willersburg. It's in Scioto County.
I'll let you do it at Portsmouth Municipal Court if
That's fine. That works way better.
Yeah, you just need to make sure,
So do I just go down there?
yes, go down there, tell them you're doing it for us and they'll report it
Okay.
to us and give you.
And then I just have like, what, 160, I think?
Yes,
How many hours of community service?
30.
30?
5
Okay.
days.
5 days.
Well, they may work, usually here our day 6 hours, but I don't know if they work you longer, you'll get credit for whatever hours they report.
Okay.
Are you making any payment today?
Yeah, I'm going to, at least 60.
60?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it paid off as soon as possible.
Okay, see the clerk to make your payment. I'll set you, Mondays or Fridays, which is better for you?
I can just request it. We get a schedule like literally Friday and then work Sunday through Friday, so it don't really matter.
September 13th is your next hearing. That's a Friday,
What time?
9 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If you get it done, you don't have to come back.
Okay.
State of Ohio recalls Destiny Gerald, case number CRB 23595.
Excellent.
Yes.
That's what I like to see. Okay, good job on that. I've been getting good reports on you from people that see you out in the community and that treatment. So congratulations on that. Can you pay anything on your fines?
Yes, I can.
How much?
25. I just got an apartment, like I have to pay for it and pay for Hawk because I'm getting ready to graduate, so my funds are kind of like tight, but
I understand. 25 is fine.
Okay.
We'll work with you. See the clerk, make your payment, and I'm going to set. Does it matter if it's Mondays or Fridays? for work?
Mondays are better. I work every Friday.
September 16th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock. That's a Monday.
Alrighty.
Okay, keep up the good work.
I will.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Okay, that finishes the reviews, I believe. So we're going to start the arraignments now. Arraignments are for new cases or old cases where you got a warrant issued. Either you didn't show up or something happened, you got a warrant, you get called with the review, with the arraignments. Anybody that's out in the hallway that has an arraignment needs to come in now. When your name's called, come up to the table to your right, stand there. I'm going to go over the charges with you. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, though, it's going to be on the record and can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have an attorney appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove any charge beyond a reasonable doubt. If you're asked for a plea, the safest plea is always not guilty, because that preserves all those rights I just told you about. If you enter a guilty or no contest plea, you're waiving those rights. You should not waive your rights if you don't understand the proceedings. If you want to have a trial on your case, if you want to talk to a lawyer, you should enter a not guilty plea. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Jillian E. Burris, case number CRB 24398.
Ma'am, you're Jillian Burris.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Burris, you've been charged with failure to restrain a dog. It's alleged this happened in Rome Township on June 15th of this year. You were the owner or keeper of a dangerous or vicious dog that you failed to keep physically confined or restrained on your premises, either by leash, tether, fence, supervision, or other enclosure. That's a 4th-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty, 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand what the charge
Yes.
is? Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you wish to plead to this
Not
charge?
guilty. Not guilty.
Do you wish to have a lawyer appointed to represent you?
No.
Are you going to hire a lawyer?
No.
I can appoint a lawyer for you if you financially qualify.
Okay.
Are you working?
Hmm?
If you want me to consider you for court-appointed lawyer, then I have to ask you about your income, because there's a guideline I have to go by.
Okay.
How much do you make? Do you know what you make gross per year? Because that's what I have to determine. What are you paid by the hour?
Yes.
How much per hour?
16.
How many hours a week?
40.
Do you have dependents?
No.
You're a single person?
Yes.
Okay. You do some calculating. Now I'm getting you're making about $33,000 a year gross income per year. Is that about right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you're making too much for a single person to get a court-appointed lawyer.
Okay.
So you can hire a lawyer if you want to, but I can't appoint one.
Okay.
Would you like to know what the prosecutor would recommend if you changed your plea?
Yes.
Okay, let's have him come out and tell us, put that on the record. All right, Mr. Heel, this is Jillian Burris. She has a restraining dog case, she's pled not guilty, but she would like to know what the state would recommend if she changed her plea. Is that something you could tell us shortly, or?
Yes, is this here for an arraignment this morning?
Arraignment.
So, I haven't seen that this morning.
When I get your file,
Yeah, if I may.
you'll just have a seat, ma'am, we'll recall it after the prosecutor gets their file.
I've got it here.
Okay, they've got it now.
So here, let
let's see
me give you
what
some
they're gonna
background
say.
first.
Okay,
There's two people charged for the second assault.
okay.
One's the daughter, one's the mom. I think the mom had the dog at the time watching it for the daughter. So I don't know. He's only really involved in it.
Okay.
But they're both charged.
I think there's a companion case, we'll go ahead and call it too.
State of Ohio versus Marquea A. Gardner, case number CRB 24399.
Is it Marquea? How do you pronounce your first name?
Marquia.
Marquea Gardner. All right, Ms. Gardner is also charged that Jerome Township, June 15th, she failed to keep up a dangerous or vicious dog. That's a fourth-degree misdemeanor restraining dog charge, maximum penalty 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand the charge, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
You understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay, let's hear what Mr. Heel, this is the assistant prosecuting attorney, prosecutor in this court, see what he's going to say he would recommend.
So, Your Honor, both of these ladies have the same address, and this is an incident in which there were a couple of pit bull dogs that ran out in the road, and one of them bit a lady. So we consider it a very serious thing, and that's the reason why it's a fourth-degree misdemeanor instead of a minor misdemeanor, because it bit somebody, and I don't know about the potential for restitution at this point.
Okay.
But that would factor in. Also, there are provisions in the law for an individual who, this would now be considered a dangerous dog, and in order to have such a dog, you have to guarantee certain things. Number one, that you're going to have insurance that covers the likelihood that they will cause harm to somebody, and you also have to have the appropriate enclosure for them. So down the road at some point, you know, what we would be looking at is a guarantee that those things could be done. Otherwise, it's possible we'd ask the court for the dogs to be forfeited. Now, I don't know which dog it is. Apparently there were two of them, but they were acting, you know, they were running out there together. So it's kind of complicated.
Okay, well, it's not something that probably we can resolve today in any event. So, Ms. Gardner, do you wish to have a court-appointed lawyer, especially after you heard all that? You want a court-appointed lawyer? Are you working?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I'm in retail.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes.
How much per hour?
$13.54.
Do you have dependents?
No, sir.
You're a single person?
Yes.
Are you working 40 hours a week? How many hours a week do you work?
It's about 36. I'm in school as well.
You probably are going to be eligible. Yes, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel, so I'm going to appoint a lawyer for you. I'll appoint Mr. Holt. Enter a not guilty plea for both of you. Mr. Holt?
Yes, Your Honor.
The lady closest to you is Marquea Gardner. And she's eligible for court-appointed counsel. She and her mother are both charged with failure to restrain a dog, but it's the jail bull variety. It's alleged there was a bite here. Not Guilty pleas are here for both.
You know, I'll be here in a week if we want to come back.
May take longer, but there's maybe some medical bills and so forth to
Okay.
ascertain.
Could be.
The 12th work?
The issue we have right now is time, because they're in fours.
Okay, that's correct. So we could come back in a week. So that's the 29th. All right, I'll set pre-trials in both cases for July 29th. Both can sign a $1,000 signature bond. As long as you show up, you don't have to post any money. Just sign your signature guaranteeing your appearance. And next hearings are both set for a week from today at 10 o'clock for pre-trials. You want the court's file? I'll give you both files. They're identical, but just make sure the clerk gets them back.
State of Ohio versus Austin May, case number CRB 24397. Austin May.
Austin May, come up to the table to your right, sir. Have you been served with a copy of the complaint?
Yeah.
Okay. The complaint against you alleges that at Mason Township on June 2nd, 2024, you purposely deprived Gregory May of property, being a rocket baitcaster fishing pole without his consent. It's a first-degree misdemeanor theft offense, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yeah.
Do you understand your rights?
Yep.
How do you plead?
Guilty.
Guilty means you're admitting it's true, and by doing that, you waive the right to have a trial and have a lawyer. Do you understand that?
I returned the fishing pole back to him.
Okay. Are you the complaining party?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the prosecutor in. This is Austin May. I think this is his father, who was the complaining party.
Dad's here, doesn't want to pursue it. He got the fishing pole back. Like he took a fishing pole.
Okay, you got it back?
And he's living back with them.
back to me, and he's back living with me, so.
Okay. So, Your Honor, Gregory May is here, and apparently you're Austin's father.
Yes.
And this was over a very serious matter in my estimation, and that is the accused theft of a fishing rod, which...
With a value of over, or about $500.
Yeah, so they're very valuable items, and those who love fishing take it even more seriously. All right, Josh?
Yes, sir.
But Mr. May has gotten his fishing rod back, and his son's come back to live with him. It sounds like they've mended their fences. So we're okay with the dismissal.
All right, case will be dismissed. You're free to go.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Garvison, case number TRC 24746, A and B.
Yeah, this is Mr. Holt's case, so we'll need him to come in the room. Need Mr. Holt in the courtroom? Okay.
He was in the clerk's office.
Mr. Holt, you're entering appearance for Mr. Garbison.
Yes, Your Honor. There was a warrant, and I believe there's a valid explanation of why that was mixed up with the court. I could explain. Mr. Garbison retained Mr. McCown, and there was an issue, a date, because of Mr. Cremines being on the bench, and then Mr. Garbison says that Mr. McCown then lost contact with him. He did went and got his retainer back and then hired me. Mr. Garbison is a Missouri resident, and he's been here for several months working on a railroad project. He's actually going to Wisconsin later this week once the job finishes up. So we would ask that, we did file a motion for limited driving privileges that the state has agreed to, and we'd ask that unless it's an evidentiary hearing, we'd be allowed to have Mr. Garbison appear by video conferencing if possible.
All right, I'll cancel the capias that have been issued previously. Enter a not guilty plea. Allow him to, he hasn't posted a bond, has he?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. He's not appeared yet. We'd ask for no R bond if
He can
possible.
sign a $1,500 signature bond.
It's a signature. Not mine. That just means show up. Sorry, I can barely hear you.
Okay, when do you want to do pre-trial?
Well, Your Honor, would be, and we intend to enter a time waiver as well.
Okay.
Would August 12th work?
It's already a pretty big document. 16th's a lot better.
Okay, let me do that here.
You do the 16th?
16.
Some of these Mondays in August are pretty busy.
I have a trial that day, Your Honor.
23rd is good.
The 23rd.
9th is good.
You have court on the 23rd?
Of August, yes.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong date. I'm sorry. The 16th. No, I was looking at July. I could do the 16th of August.
Okay. We'll make it August 16th. Will be the pretrial at 10 o'clock. Not guilty please enter, and Mr. Garbison can appear by teleconference.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Freddie Adkins, case number CRB 23-631, CRB 23-437.
Sir, are you Freddie Atkins?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Atkins, it's alleged that you missed a hearing, sentencing hearing on June 16th of 24 on case number 23-631, 23-437. It looks like you got picked up on that warrant and posted a bond
Yes.
on July 19th. And you have a lawyer, Mr. Stratton.
Yes.
He's not on the docket today. Find out if he's on the docket for Friday.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, just have a seat, and I'll let you know when I'm going to reschedule your case. Your lawyer's not scheduled to be here today.
State of Ohio versus Deshaun Ford, case number TRD 23-1465.
And you're Deshaun Ford.
Yes, sir.
It's alleged you missed a sentencing hearing on November 28th of 23 on a traffic case. You got a warrant issued, and looks like you also got arrested and had to post a bond. The case was over no operator's license.
Yes, sir.
Do you admit or deny you missed your hearing?
Yes, sir, I did admit it.
Do you have an explanation for missing?
Yes, I wasn't in town at the time, and I didn't have a vehicle to get here, because when the case happened, I'm a dad, and my mother and my child, she stays over here, so I was coming to get my son, and I got pulled over with no license before I even made it there, and I just didn't have no transportation to come back here, because I stay in West Virginia.
Well, apparently you came back and got arrested, right?
Yes, sir.
Have you got a license now?
Yes, I'm in the process of getting it all ordered. Like, I have tickets I still have to pay.
Okay.
But no, I don't. I currently
Did you
don't.
get a new ticket from this incident?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Did you get pulled over, or how did you get found out that you had a warrant?
I found out when the cop told me, because I forgot, because he said they issued the warrant in February, and at that time I couldn't come because, like I said, I didn't have no way of transportation. Like, I don't have a car, but I use my mom's car to go get my son. Like I said, I have 2 kids, I work. I just wasn't on
You gotta
time.
get your license, and from what the officer said on this initial one, little advice, he says you were exceeding the speed limit. So if you don't have a driver's license, it's probably a pretty smart idea. If you're gonna drive, you shouldn't be driving. If you're gonna drive, you might wanna keep it around the speed limit. Right?
Yes, sir.
That way you don't get found out you don't have a driver's license.
Yes, sir.
Especially at 2:30 a.m., you're going to get your son at 2:30 a.m.?
Yes, sir. We have issues. Me and my son's mom have issues that we have to take care of, so.
Well, I'd say, but that's a pretty strange time to be picking up your son for visitation. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and sentence you. This has been,
I've been trying to get it taken, yes, I've been trying to get it taken care of and everything so I can get my license.
okay. On the, you've already pled guilty on the no operator's license. You still living in Dunbar, is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll impose a $150 fine on the no operator's license, or you pay the court costs. 2 days of community service. I'll set it as a final pay date on October 22nd. So you've got till October 22nd to do your fine, pay your fine, court costs, and your 2 days of community service. And what will happen if you don't do it, it's going to get sent in to Ohio BMV, then they'll notify West Virginia DMV, and you won't be able to get a license because they'll block you from getting a license. Okay. Any questions?
No, sir.
If you want a copy of this, you can get it from John over there. Go to the probation office and they can get you a copy of your judgment.
You said 2 days of community service?
2 days community service, and you can do it in Dunbar. That
Okay,
area.
okay, I was just gonna say, because I didn't have, okay.
I'll let you do it in your hometown for a legitimate charitable organization. Just get something on the letterhead showing you did 2 days of volunteer work. Thank you. That.
I'll step out and talk to him.
Okay. All right. Talk to Mr. Cooper and Mr. Major. You're free to go after that.
State of Ohio versus Jamie Bias, case number TRC 2151 A, B, and C, CRA 2046 A and B, and CRB 2049.
And ma'am, you're Jamie Bias.
Yes, sir. I have a lawyer, Morford. I'm not sure if he needs to be.
Okay, he's not here
Yeah,
yet.
he
Which
is,
is-
yeah, he is here, Your Honor.
Which is
Okay.
fine.
I have this set for, well, that's a long day, so. Oh, this is back in 22. No wonder it's a long day. Looks like the last time you were scheduled to be here was July 22. All right, I'm sure you haven't talked to her, Mr. Morford, so here's the court's file. Talk with her when you're ready to call it up, let the bail tonight.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Mark L. Blackburn, case number CRB 24364. Mark Blackburn.
Mark Blackburn. Mark Blackburn. This happened before I passed it for service. He's not showing up. He passed.
State of Ohio versus Amy Dement, case number CRB 24363. Your Honor, Mr. Ashworth, Special Prosecutor. Mr. Morford was the attorney.
Mr. Morford, you're representing Ms. Dement.
Yes, Judge, she has a case pending with you, and the court called me and said that I was appointed on this one.
All right, this
We have,
Mr. Ashworth is the special prosecutor. He had contacted me this morning and wanted to know if he had to appear, and I told him he did not. So, have you seen the charges? It's a domestic violence.
I have not, Judge.
You wish me to
You
read
have?
it into the record?
I don't have it.
No, I know along the lines of what she's charged with.
Okay, I'll enter a not guilty plea. She has a bond up. So not guilty plea is entered. Bond is continued. Do you know when the other cases are scheduled?
Judge, we were back there just when you called the case, we were back there trying to figure out when
It's in August when you're
the next freestyle
Yeah.
It's August 12th.
August 12th, is a court date. Okay, we'll schedule this one for August 12th also, there's a free trial, or bond is continued, not guilty plea is entered.
This is when we come back.
Nobody's the president.
Okay. Thank you.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Mark L. Blackburn, case number CRB 24364.
You want more? Yes.
And sir, you're Mark L. Blackburn.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Blackburn, you've been charged with improper handling of a firearm in a motor vehicle. That's a 4th degree misdemeanor. It alleges that on June 3rd of this year in Perry Township, you knowingly transported a firearm in a motor vehicle in violation of Ohio law. Maximum penalty for that is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights or your defendant's rights? Do you have any questions before you enter a plea?
No.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
Yes.
Do you have a job?
No.
Do you work?
No. I'm retired.
Do you have a pension from your retirement? Are you getting a pension from?
Yeah.
What's your pension?
Social Security disability.
That's your only income?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll appoint Mr. Smith to represent you. Not guilty plea is entered. So 4th degree misdemeanor will either need to have a time waiver or come back pretty quickly.
Justice, he's not in jail. I will go ahead and waive time on his behalf.
Okay, I'm looking in August Beginning the 9th of August and Fridays thereafter are not bad. For some reason, the Mondays are pretty booked until the 26th.
I can do the 9th or 16th, but not the 23rd. 9,
Let's
12
do
years.
the 9th.
Yes, I can do
August
that.
9th. August 9th will be the next hearing, which will be a pretrial at 10 o'clock. Not guilty pleas entered.
Your Honor, we're ready to start calling.
Okay, we'll bring out some of them for arraignment.
State of Ohio versus Christy Ferguson, case number CRA 24449.
Ma'am, are you Christy Ferguson? Ms. Ferguson, it's alleged that there's a warrant for you in Boyd County, Kentucky, issued by the Boyd County Circuit Court.
This is under something years ago, right? There's nothing current on there.
Well, I have a copy of a warrant issued from them, so at this point I have to honor it. You have a right to have an extradition hearing. Okay, listen up, and then if you have questions, you can ask those at the end. This is what's called an extradition proceeding. You have a right to have a hearing on whether the warrant is valid and whether you should be made to go to Kentucky on these charges. And you can have an attorney and have one appointed for you if you can't afford one.
For Ohio?
Yes, ma'am, for the hearings here.
This is called bullshit.
All right, put her back in the holding cell. You don't need to use that language, ma'am. I'll find you in contempt and I'll decide what to do later on the contempt.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Thomas Lehman, case number CRB 24440.
Stephen Lehman. Good. Are you Stephen Lehman? Mr. Lehman, you have a domestic violence complaint filed against you. Have you received a copy? No. Okay. You need a statement forward. Okay, it's actually set for a pre-trial. Okay, he's been arraigned before. And Tyler Smith is his attorney. Is Mr. Smith here?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is, actually says a pre-trial. I was thinking it was an arraignment, that he was arraigned previously on July 15th.
We discussed this case a little bit ago. I mean, I'll have to have a full-time talk with you here, so.
Okay, recall later in the docket.
State of Ohio versus Michael Skinner, case number CRA 24406.
All right, Michael Skinner is here. I have, North Carolina said they needed until tomorrow, so I gave them until tomorrow to pick him up. So it should be the next 24 hours he can be picked up. I'm going to put him back on my docket for this Friday, July 26th. And if you're still here, I'm probably going to release you at that time. What they're saying, North Carolina authorities are saying they'll pick you up within the next 24 hours. So I'll continue to July 26th for another pre-trial. That's all. You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Precious Marie Smith, case number CRA 24441 A and B, TRD 241476.
This is Mr. Steyer's case set as a preliminary hearing. Precious Marie Smith.
It is, Your Honor. I've actually gotten it off. I didn't realize that the jail was, I guess I should have realized people coming out. It didn't occur to me. I need to speak to her. I think we may be able to get this done without taking testimony, but I wanted to speak to her briefly. So I might ask her to recall in just a couple minutes if I could.
All right, Ms. Smith, your attorney wishes to speak with you before we proceed further with hearing, so the case will be recalled after that happens.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Ronald Spears, case number CRA 23611.
Sir, are you Ronald Spears? Yes, sir. Have you received a copy of the charges against you?
Yeah, they give me a
Okay. The charge is theft. It alleges that at Perry Township on July 7th of this year, of 2023,
Yeah.
2023, so a year ago, you purposely deprived Brad Richter of property, being miscellaneous merchandise, the value being between $360 to less than $1,000.
I worked back for a while. I was in court whenever that happened, never showed up then. Or the last so late. I was in here all last summer, or May.
I'm wondering why it's followed as a felony, Mr. Keel. Because it says between $360 and $1,000 is the value.
Well, I don't, it's a 23 case,
Yes, sir.
which we'll have to get the file out. What's the name?
Ronald Spears. All right, I'm going to let the prosecutor review this before we proceed any further, because on the face of it, it should be filed as a misdemeanor, not as a felony.
That's all wrong, whatever it is.
Well, that may be true, but that's something that appears on the face of the complaint. So I'm going to have the prosecutor address that, and then I'll have you back out after they decide if they're going to go forward with the felony, if so, the reason for that.
Okay.
That's all we'll do right now.
Okay, we're coming back to cases out here rather than the folks in home, so.
State of Ohio recalls Freddie Atkins, case number CRB 23631, CRB 23437. Mr. Stratton is scheduled to be here Friday.
All right. Mr. Atkins, I'm going to continue your case until Friday. Mr. Stratton is scheduled to be here then. Do you have his contact information?
Yes.
Okay. I would suggest you try to get a hold of him before Friday. So that is the 26th. So your case is set for a pretrial. Actually, it's a sentencing. Set for sentencing on July 26th at 10 o'clock.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Brandon T. Lovelace, Mr. Roger Smith's case, case number TRC 2014-34.
This is Roger Smith's case.
It is Judge. Yes, I spoke with Mr. Hill this morning. The urine test results are not back from the lab. If we could go out to August 19th, And we will waive time.
Okay, defendant waives time
Yes, sir.
to August 19th for another pretrial, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Ryan J. Lance, case number TRD 23-1541 A and B.
This is also Mr. Smith's case.
Yes, sir.
Step for pretrial.
Yeah, court case, he is in QRT, I guess, as a follow-up. See how he's doing.
Does he have cases other than this? Because this is only
I
a
thought he had suspended TRD.
driving under suspension is what this
I
is.
think we could probably sentence him on that if the state's not opposed, since he's in QRT already.
Yeah, the prior cases, there was a possession charge and a paraphernalia charge, and he went through treatment, and those cases were nollied to QRT previously. Well, I don't know what the status is. This is a...
I don't think there's ever been a plea on this. This is a driving under suspension, and there was actually a wreck, a sure clear distance ahead from October of 23.
Judge, I just spoke about, he is not opposed to a no contest plea. I wasn't where an accident was involved, but we would enter no contest plea, stipulation of facts sufficient for a finding of guilt, were we to proceed.
Okay.
And we sent it up to the court.
Is there any issue here on restitution?
Well, frankly, Your Honor, I don't have that ticket even. I have the file that had the other stuff in it.
He did show proof of financial responsibility, so it should have been, and I don't know who was at fault, if he was at fault or the other person was at fault. Either one was the at-fault person. And there's no name filled in, I don't know how they got it, but said person driving that unit 1 left the scene. She got, okay, the other driver got the license plate number. Was this turned into insurance?
He is not.
Was it his vehicle or somebody else's?
His parents' vehicle. It was his parents' vehicle, Judge. He has no idea if it turned.
Well, there's obviously damage to the other person's vehicle, so can we try to get in touch with them? Their name is in the file. See if they were compensated for their damages.
Maybe recall today, Judge, if they can get a hold. If not, reset it, but try to do it today.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
It looks like usually there is a phone number. I want to make sure there is one. They usually take that down.
His mother is here, Judge. paid?
Yes. The insurance covered it, yes.
Yes, there is contact information filed. We want to try to contact them.
Certainly.
Okay, recall this after that happens.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. But he's good on his treatment.
He looks like, yes.
Job on that.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Smith, case number CRB 22-741 A and B.
Mr. Smith's case, pre-trial. He's paid his fine, he still owes some community service.
Your Honor, I would have to check that. He may be done with it, I'm not positive. I do know he has done some community
I
service.
think I may have a day left, or
I
something
can
like
look
that.
He thinks he might have another day left,
A day or something like that left.
or something
That's
like that.
possible.
If you want
Want to reschedule it a month out?
to, we could, Judge, I'm here the 19th, that's almost a month.
August 19th will be the next hearing.
Get that done. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Jesse Dement, case number CRB 24-450.
Let's go, Josh, right now. Jim.
Okay, this is for arraignment. Case number 24-450. You're Jesse L. Dement.
Same, Your Honor.
Mr. Dement, it's alleged that on July 20th, in Fayette Township, you purposely tried to deprive Walmart of property without their consent. That's a theft charge, maximum penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand the
Yes, Your Honor.
charges?
Yes.
You understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead to this?
Guilty, Your Honor. I was under the influence of meth at the time.
Okay. I'll accept your guilty plea. I want you to go do a urine screen then.
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
And then I'll have sentence you, do a sentencing after I get the screen results.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Go do a urine screen.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Allison L. Snyder, case number CRB 24-453.
All right. And this is the case I think Mr. Smith, you spoke to me about.
On Friday, yes.
Yes, Your Honor, this is an agreed plea and recommendation between the state and the defendant. Ms. Kratzenberg is the prosecutor on the case. It's currently pending in Judge Finley's courtroom, felony court, and we've worked that out where it's going to be now brought back to the lower court and charged with domestic violence instead of an assault. And I'll let Ms. Kratzenberg recite the recommendation, and then
Is there, she hasn't been arraigned, you waive arraignment?
we'd waive arraignment because we're going to enter a guilty plea. So.
Okay. Ms. Kratzenberg.
Based upon her guilty plea on the domestic violence and misdemeanor first degree, it's going to do 2 years, have probation, level 5 probation with a no contact order with Peggy Snyder for the 2 years up until July 22nd of 2026. And we would leave at the court's discretion in regards to fines and costs.
That's the agreement, Your Honor.
Okay. And Ms. Snyder, do you agree with what your attorney has represented to the court?
Yes.
You have a right to make a statement to the court if you wish before sentencing. Do you have anything you wish to say?
No.
And is, I think from what our conversation Friday, Adult Protective Services, I see it in the affidavit's been involved and they're aware of what's happening.
We have the representative here, Your Honor. They have guardianship over Peggy Snyder at this point in time, and so we have the representative here.
All right. Would you identify yourself, ma'am?
Stacy Holly.
What's the last name?
Holly.
Holly, Ms. Holly, thank you for being here. Anything you wish to tell the court before I conclude things?
I
Agree with the recommendations, Ms. Katzenberg.
All right. I'll impose a $150 fine. Order the cost be paid. Was there to be a suspended jail sentence or?
180 days, that's correct, sorry.
Okay. 180-day jail sentence suspended. 2 years of level 5 probation, no community service. No contact order with Peggy Snyder during probation. Review hearing will be January 13 of 25. So we need to speak with Mr. Major today about her probation.
You
Any
say
questions?
January 13th?
Yes.
So there,
That's her review hearing, 9 a.m.
that's just the picture paid. Including my sign. Yeah, oh, yeah. Basis 27, yeah. You guys see Mr. Major anyways. He's this way.
Anything else?
That's it, Ron. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Vicky L. Price, case number CRB 24451.
She'll have to sit back there.
Ma'am, are you Vicky Price?
I am, sir.
Ms. Price, it's alleged on July 20th of 2024 in Fayette Township, you violated a protection order or agreement. That's a first degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand the charge?
I do.
You understand your right?
I do.
How do you plead?
Not guilty. And that's not the correct township, sir.
Okay, what township do you think it
It's
is?
Union Township.
You want to check into that, Mr. Hill? It's a South Point mailing address, maybe that's why they thought it was Fayette.
We'll make sure on that.
Okay. Do you wish, ma'am, to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes.
Are you working?
No.
Do you have any income?
Small retirement.
Okay. Have to determine what that is. What's your, you get paid by the month or how are you paid?
By the month.
What is your? what's your gross?
15,000 a year.
Is your gross? Okay, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel. I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you. Not guilty plea is entered. She has a bond posted, so I'll continue that. Is there any kind of order, other orders requested?
Well, Your Honor, there is a civil protection order that's in effect. My understanding is that this is a next-door neighbor type situation. So we would just caution Ms. Price that doesn't want to make it any worse than it already is.
Okay. And Mr. Steyer looking into August for pre-trial.
Your Honor,
16th, 9th and 16th are both good days.
the 9th would be fine, Your Honor.
August 9th will be the pre-trial. It'll be at 10 a.m. Our bond is continued, not guilty pleas entered. There is, just cost you, ma'am, there's apparently an order already issued to stay away from someone, just honor that.
Did you post a bond? Okay. All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Precious Marie Smith, back in holding, case number CRA 24-441 A and B, TRD 24-1476.
Your Honor, this matter is charged as an F-5 theft from Walmart. Mr. Hill has offered to reduce the charge to misdemeanor first degree. Not only the A case, and then she would enter a plea to the B case. So she entered a plea to the amended B case and to the TRD case number. We're going to make a joint recommendation of 6 months in Lawrence County Jail, 180 days, with 172 suspended and credit for 8 already served. I've spoken to Ms. Smith. She indicated she does not have a substance abuse issue. Mr. Hill said we wanted to get treatment if that was an issue, but we don't believe she has an issue. I told her that the court is likely to drug test her, but she hasn't been in custody for 8 days at this point, so I'm not sure what that's going to show, what other than marijuana would even show in the system at that point, but that, we understand that's the rate, that's the standard treatment in these cases. We're going to leave the question of fines and community service to the court's discretion. I told her, well, I need at least 30 hours of community service, but whereas a reduced felony, I didn't want to sure the court wouldn't go higher than that. And then same with fines. 2 years probation in order to stay out of Walmart. I actually didn't discuss this issue with Mr. Hill, but the car has a holder on it based on the charge. So I would assume you'd be willing to release that with payment of towing and storage, which we recommend you to pay that to get the car out, but no objection to that being in the entry.
I'm sure that the court wants further explanation about this, and I wanted to fill in.
Was there a co-defendant also?
There is. First of all, in checking with Walmart, they got all the merchandise back, so there's no restitution. That's number one. Number two, there was a failure to comply with the order of the officer, but he actually contacted my office and said that it was a situation where it was a very minor, like not stopping right away, but she didn't leave the parking lot. He didn't have to pursue her at all. So he felt that it was kind of on the minor side. Now, one of the things that I want to clarify is this. I don't know what percentage of individuals who are caught shoplifting at Walmart also have drug issues, but it's a pretty high percentage. And it's our feeling that we want to encourage people with a little bit of, arm twisting to get into treatment if they have drug problems. And so we tend to want to use the suspended jail sentence for that purpose to kind of push them into it a little bit, because sometimes they need a nudge to get going in the right direction. But then you have somebody who says, well, I don't have a drug problem, so they went in there clear-headed and stole over $1,000 worth of stuff. That gives me a different idea about what this is about and what should happen. We're willing to work with this as a misdemeanor, but I also think that it's going to take more jail time than just what she served so far if she's not going to be receiving drug treatment.
Well, let's have her do a screen, because sometimes you're surprised by what the screens show, for that, even though she's been in custody for a few days. Let's do a screen and see what it shows.
All right, thank you.
Then we'll come back and talk about it separately.
State of Ohio versus Casey Barker. Case number CRB 24404, CRA 21614, CRB 11849, TRD 122915.
Your Honor, we were here on pretrial for CRB 24404. However, I was told today that the new charge had been filed, which I assume maybe one of those case numbers was read, or was the new charge been filed yet?
Has not been filed, and that's because the affidavit that we received was not the correct one for the charge, so we may not even be able to do that today.
Okay, well, we didn't really get very far talking about this case because we expected the other case. He's been in jail now for just shy of a month on this.
So he hasn't been out since June 28th?
Oh, you've been out, okay.
In and out, yes, sir.
Okay, I didn't realize that, okay.
So the new charge arises from something that happened since he got out of his arraignment?
No, we have received several different reports that we reviewed and determined we didn't have enough evidence to file a case, but one of them that we reviewed, we determined that yes, indeed, there was enough evidence to file another case. The problem we have now is that the affidavit we have doesn't match the report, so we're working on that.
So,
we're not going to ask that he remain incarcerated just because we may have another charge.
well, the issue at this point, though, is I guess he's already OR1 out on this matter. So what's holding you now?
Charge in Ironton Municipal Court
When do you go to court on it, do you know?
today at 1:30.
Okay.
The charge, I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's similar to the one I hold.
My last notes from this 24404 was he was going to get assessed at amended reads.
You didn't assess on the degrees yet?
No. They were supposed to come see me or whatever, and never did.
Okay.
I went to see them several times, though. And they'll put my name, number for them to call me, and, yeah.
Well, Your Honor, I don't know what's going on. Have you been to court at all in Ironton yet, or is this your first appearance?
No, this will be my first appearance.
Okay, I assume that because they do arraignments on Monday afternoons.
Do you know what that charge is, Mr. Hill?
I'm going to find out right now.
I'm here Friday, Your Honor, so if nothing else we might do is reset this for Friday. He's already bonded in this matter, so if he bonds in municipal court, he would be free to go on, this would be holding him. If he remains in, we'd be back here, at least have a better idea what's going on in municipal court on Friday. But if the state knows what's happening, maybe there's another option.
Doesn't look like it's been filed with their court yet, because it's not on the court's online docket. And I've got a text message in to my assistant in Ironton asking what the charge is, but I haven't gotten an answer back yet. So I guess if he has an OR bond here and he's being held with Ironton Municipal Court, then...
Now, of course, you don't appear at the arraignments on Monday then? Or
No.
Will they even know about the case pending here?
It's all in my brain.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, since you're not there.
I'll make sure that, well, and I don't
Somebody needs to know that, don't they?
Sure.
I mean, I don't know if this is another domestic case, but the case here is a domestic. Involving Carolyn Burke. Is Carolyn here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, ma'am, probably be helpful if you came out and talked to the prosecutor.
Yeah, he broke her finger, I think. No?
I had surgery.
Oh, okay. Well, there
He
was,
had surgery too, he's only gonna have.
no, there was a lady that had a broken finger because of somebody last week, and I'm sorry, I thought it was you.
Oh, no, no.
Okay.
The apologies actually owed to Mr. Clark.
Sorry about that.
It's quite all right.
I accused you of breaking somebody's finger.
No, I had surgery and he had surgery.
Okay, all right. Well, this case is from a month
Arraignments,
ago,
June 28th,
and he was supposed to go to
Mended Reed.
He
Mended
did
Reed's.
it on the assessment.
So I don't know where that stands. Maybe we could find out from Mended Reed's.
Tried several times to get hold of him.
He did assess what
He did it on the court case.
Well, do you want to recall this, just reschedule for Friday, how do you want to proceed?
We're okay with, we're coming back on Friday.
Okay.
When we get out from municipal court, you're clear from here to
He still has an OR bond in effect here, I won't change that, but Judge Waldo needs to know about what's going on. July 26th then will be the next hearing for all these cases here.
Thank God.
You're welcome.
Yes. Okay, the one that was the victim of strangling? No. We're different. Okay. Okay, all right.
State of Ohio recalls Ryan J. Plants, case number TRD 23159, A and B.
We let the state try to get hold of the other parties, see if there's restitution owed. Able to reach anyone?
Yes, I'm reading it.
Apparently,
All
Judge.
right, so everything's covered by the insurance.
Okay,
Yes,
so we can go ahead and send.
we can't judge it, no contest plea. It's-
Any recommendation on sentencing?
We don't have a recommendation.
We didn't discuss any, Your Honor, we leave it up to the court as far as it's.
I'm just reading the report.
Yes, sir.
Well, he did leave the scene, so that's the worst part. Okay, anything that Mr. Plants wants to say?
No, sir.
Judge, now on his behalf, I would say, it's not an excuse, but that's at a time when you're struggling with addiction. I don't think he was making good choices that day or any other day, to be honest, so. It's definitely not an excuse, but I think he's in a much better place now, according to his report, that he was on the day of the incident.
I'll impose a $250 fine, order costs be paid, 10 days in jail suspended, order him to do 30 hours of community service. 2 years of level 5 probation, review hearing January 13th of next year. And on the short period, this add a $50 fine.
Thank you, Judge.
He'll need to see Mr. Major before he leaves. His review hearing is January 13th.
Thank you.
I'll send your file around. Thank you,
You're
Judge.
welcome to retreat. Mr. Cooper, we'll need to see Mr. Cooper.
State of Ohio recalls Jesse DeMint, case number CRB 24450. Jesse DeMint.
All right, he tested for methamphetamine and amphetamine, so we need to deal with that. We have Ohio Medicaid.
Yes.
card. You live in Chesapeake?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to refer you to RRS within walking distance where he lives, looks like. Anything else you want to tell me?
Just got rid of a whole bunch of people you want.
Okay, I'll put a $100 fine, court costs, 20 days in jail suspended, to treatment with our gas, and 5 days community service. Do not go back into Walmarts. Your order to stay out of Walmart stores. First review hearing will be September the 13th. 9 o'clock, so I'll need to see what you've been doing in treatment then. Mr. Gwynn's going to meet with you out in the lobby about your treatment. September 13th, 9 a.m. Okay, go speak with Mr. Gwynn, then do what they set up for you, and be back here September 13th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Eddie Estep, case number CRB 23203, TRC 21269, TRC 17442.
I believe Mr. Easton has exited the building.
All right, there'll be a warrant issued for him for, he was ordered to do a urine screen, he left instead of doing that, so he gets a warrant.
State of Ohio recalls Stephen Thomas Lehman from Dr. Holding, case number CRB 24440.
Mr. Smith's case set for pretrial.
Yes, sir, I talked to Mr. Lehman about the recommended offer of state and based on recommendations, he's going to change his plea guilty on the misconduct charge.
I was close to your face.
All right. Well, Your Honor, he's not going to plead.
Okay, we'll set it for a trial.
All right, thank you.
August 2nd. Are you available then?
I put on right here that they don't have to recall that August 2nd works.
Okay, August 2nd for trial then.
State of Ohio recalls Casey A. Barker, case number CRB 24404, CRA 21614, CRB 11849. Mr. Steyer's case.
Mr. Gwynn had me to have this revolver on, and I can't find it.
Okay, what was
I
related
think
to?
maybe in the restroom.
Amended Reed says there was no contact.
Correct.
All right, we'll still keep it on for July 26th.
If you get out of the
Ohio recalls Precious Marie Smith, case number CRA 24441, TRD 241476.
Mr. Hill will want to see that.
Yeah.
Can I sit in this chair?
No.
Stand right there, what about?
I would assume that, Your Honor, that a substance abuse assessment will be ordered. Do you have a medical card in West Virginia? She has a West Virginia medical card, so off the top of my head, I would assume this would be an OBP situation.
Well, and what I think we should do, I mean, she lives in Martin Terrace. A known drug center. She has felonies, so I think the felony, I'm being willing to let her go to treatment with the felonies pending and keep it here. But if we sentence her on a misdemeanor, she goes back to West Virginia and never comes back, we're unlikely to get her back here.
Agreed.
Do you want to explain this to her? It's kind of a complicated legal matter, but.
Yeah, I was actually in the middle of talking to Ms. Price, so I'd like to wrap up with her and then speak to her and I'll
Sure.
get your call.
When you're ready, let both know, we'll recall.
Thank you.
Someone's covering for Mr. Thompson. He was in the hospital. Who was doing that?
Judge, I'll take care of it if you need somebody.
Well, Luke Starr, he says Luke Starr had agreed to cover his case. Right.
But Mr. Gill, not approach briefly, Your Honor.
Yes. One way or the other, she's got something on her system.
I like the word yet.
State of Ohio versus Chastity Seckman, case number CRA 23688, CRV 23689. It's Tyler Smith's case.
Chastity Seckman, this is Mr. Smith. She got a letter saying she's graduated from the MAT program.
Yeah, and she's still being seen for her medical stuff there.
Yeah, that's why she's appearing via Zoom as she did the last time.
Okay, how's the state want to proceed?
So graduating the MAT program means that she's no longer being prescribed?
Right, she can still be prescribed it, but she just is attending for her medical appointments and things at this point.
She has other health issues unrelated
Yeah.
to any of this.
I see. Well, I mean, it seems, she pled guilty to the theft charge already. I don't know if she's been sentenced on that.
She is not.
But if this signifies, well, it says graduated her MAT program, so I guess that means that she's finished your programming.
Yes, the outpatient program.
So we would suggest then that it's appropriate to go ahead and sentence her on the theft charge today and not only the possession charge.
No objection to that, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Seckman, anything you wish to say about the Walmart theft offense before I sentence you?
No, not really. That was a bad situation, but I would like to thank you for your concern in the way that you do things.
Well, I'm glad you have done well in treatment. Hopefully you're going to stay in recovery now and use the things that you've learned over the last approximately a year to stay in recovery. I'm going to go ahead and sentence you on the shoplifting because even though you have completed treatment successfully, I believe if you commit some sort of crime even while you're under the influence, you still have to face the consequences of that criminal activity, even though the root cause was your substance use, which you have dealt with, and I applaud you for that.
Thank you.
So on the theft offense, I'll impose a $100 fine or order you to pay the court costs. 10 days in jail, I'll suspend all of it. You don't have to serve any jail days. I don't want you to serve any jail days. I will order you to do 30 hours of community service and to stay out of Walmarts. You'll have 2 years of level 5 probation. And I'll set your first review hearing in October. I want to kind of keep tabs. When you come in October, I want to know what you're doing, because I think it's very important you are going to need to work on your sobriety. It's not like, even though you're graduating from the program at OVP, that doesn't mean your work is over. You've got to keep working at it. You understand that, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll talk about that when you come in. I'm going to set it for October the 11th. So that's the second Friday in October. This is your only notice, and that's going to be at 9 a.m. Yes, ma'am, and you've got 5 days community service, fines, court costs, and we'll work with you on getting that done. Just make an effort toward getting it finished, and I'll keep seeing you till it is finished on review hearings, periodically. Any questions?
So I do have a question. If the bond is paid and the community service is done by then,
I still want to see you because I'm going to ask you about your recovery. And I might screen you. We do a lot of urine screens here.
I know.
So,
You have to come to October regardless.
yeah, I want you to come October 11th regardless. And hopefully everything will be good. You'll still be in recovery. I mean, if you get your community service and fines paid, that's great. I still want to see you. Because one thing that we know from evidence, just looking at all cases, the longer people are in recovery, the better the chance is they're going to stay in recovery. So time in recovery is important. So you've got a few months, but that doesn't mean it's over. You know, the battle still continues. You still got to keep working at this. The longer you go in recovery, then the better the chances are you're going to stay in recovery. Okay? Does that make sense? So that's why I want to see you again in October. If you need that little boost or fear, whatever it is that motivates you to stay clean, I know I got to go back to work in October, I'm going to stay clean for this, so that's all good.
would you like to know what is motivating me?
Hopefully it's for you and your family, and that's got to be the main thing.
It's going to kill me.
Yeah, that too. Just like, you know, we just had a lady tested for fentanyl. And if you take anything off the street in our community, good chance it's going to have fentanyl in it, and fentanyl can kill you. Okay, we'll see you October 11th. Congratulations on getting this step done.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Jaron Bailey, case number CRB 24207.
It's Mr. Morford's case set for pretrial.
And Jaron is also compliant. We have. There's his report.
Got an appointment today at 4. He missed a session on the 15th, so I think we need a screen for that.
Okay.
Go do a screen. Call you back after that.
State of Ohio versus Heather Krager, case number CRB 24104, CRB 19742.
Case Heather Krager.
Your Honor, she left service as a ASA.
And these are both misdemeanors, so there'll be warrants from this court.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Travis L. Black, case number CRB 23743.
Mr. Morgan's case, pretrial, Mr. Black is that.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
disaster.
That's a very good report. Mr. Black, you look good.
Thanks, sir. Thank you,
How
Your
you
Honor. Appreciate that.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling great. Thank you for asking.
Is Larry Tickner here?
You would come out, Mr. Tickler?
Last time we were here, Your Honor, Mr. Black wanted to go home, and Mr. Tickner was okay with that, and I just wanted to make sure that everything's been going okay at home. Is everything going okay at home?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a Travis I used to know.
Good. He says it's the Travis he used to know. So that's good news.
He's either working or working on getting back to work. Are you working now? Or?
I'm getting ready to get back on working. Actually, that should be sometime maybe this week.
Okay, very good. How's the state want to go forward?
We would be okay with continuing to allow him to be in treatment. I believe we need any. Let's see. We need a time limit.
We better, so wait.
Okay, let's go, let's give him more time since he's done so well. Let's make it, we went about a month and a half this last time. Let's go a couple months this time. September 23rd?
That's good here, Your Honor.
Okay. Next hearing will be September 23rd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good work. Keep it up.
Yes, sir.
You too, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Wilson, case number CRB 24-172, A and B.
Except for pre-trial today, it's Mr. Morford's case.
Here's the letter from King James. Here's my treatment plan. I'm going to copy them.
Okay.
And here is medications that I'm on. I brought that into. That's treatment plan and the letter.
Is this from King's Daughters?
Yeah, I'm at the Wellness Center from UK. That's who I work with. That's the treatment plan there.
Okay, we'll show this to the judge.
I also brought a list of medications that they had me on too, if y'all need that. My main counselor was worried that he thinks I started drinking because where I had so much drug use over the years to cover that up, so that's why they started me on a low dose of Suboxone. It wasn't due to me felon anything. That's why it says due to past history. He says we'll work on the rest. He's trying to get me mentally straight. He's worried that where I'm taking care of Dad and stuff that I might end up using drugs, and so it's more of a precaution.
So are you doing Bethesda and Kingstar or both?
No, I'm just, the Wellness Center is with UK. It's next door, so I'm just with UK. I'm not with the other one, no. They may be intertwined. I don't know what the letter reads, but
Should I get a report for that?
No, sir, I was at Shawnee, and then you let me go to outpatient.
Got a report on Travis Block. Okay, it's wrong. Got mixed up. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Mr. Hill.
I start mental health on the 7th. They're setting me up with a mental health counseling, so I couldn't get in until the 7th.
Well, Your Honor, from our perspective, it looks like he's making some progress, and hopefully he is feeling like he's getting something positive out of this.
Yeah, it'll be nice when I get to go back to work, where I have to take care of Dad. He's almost completely bedridden now. It's overwhelming.
So a little bit extra support is probably a good thing for you right now.
Yeah, it helps. Yeah.
We're okay with continuing on with this, Your Honor, if there's a time waiver.
So wait.
September 9th?
Good to hear you, Your Honor.
Okay, September 9th will be the next hearing.
I got you.
10 o'clock.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Jaron Bailey, case number CRB 24207.
Okay, this screen is acceptable. So we'll go on. We can continue at ODP. He has an appointment today at 4 o'clock, as a matter of fact, right?
I actually went Friday
That was
last
the
week.
18th.
Yeah.
Okay, so this report was written on the 18th.
I have one scheduled for 2 weeks from now.
Okay. August 30th.
Let me check that day, Judge. Give me just a second. I'm here then.
August 30th will be the next hearing, pre-trial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Ken Dempsey, case number CRB 24161. It's Mr. Stiers, covering for Mr. Thompson.
It's Mr. Thompson's case. He was unable to be here today.
Your Honor, my understanding, Mr. Thompson is in the hospital.
Your Honor,
So he's asked me to step in for him today, if I could just a second, Your Honor.
It's a bad check charge, and he owed the rest. Well, I don't know, you might ask him. Every day. I paid $100 last night. How much was the amount? I think it was $412, but I locked my card. I might be able to get $100 today. How soon do you think you can have it all paid? I can have it all paid by next Friday.
Okay. Your Honor, this matter is one where there's restitution being sought prior to finalizing the case, I guess. He's paid $100 toward a total of $412. He believes that by next Friday, he can get the full amount paid off. I don't know if you're aware of a day that Mr. Thompson's already on the docket that you'd want to reset this for, but I'm going to, at this time, ask to continue the matter for at least about 3 weeks to let him try to get that paid off. And I would advise him, obviously, to try to have that done so that we can, and once he gets it done, let Mr. Thompson know so that the state can confirm that it's been dealt with.
Your Honor.
I'm sure you're going through the court, or are you?
Yeah, I made a payment last night.
Okay.
And I locked my card by accident.
Okay.
Well, in that case, if it's going through the court, then once he gets it done, at least the court will know that it's been done, so.
Do you have a total on the restitution? I've got a different amount from what he just said.
$411.32.
I paid $100 last night.
He paid $250 previously, and then he says he paid another $100.
So.
Where did you pay that to? Here at the court?
Yeah, I used your online.
So that wouldn't, if it was done last night, it wouldn't have posted yet. So in that case, he's less than $100 away from getting it paid. So we could continue this maybe 3 weeks. Again, if the court's aware of a day that Mr. Thompson's scheduled to be here, that'd be great. I don't know if that's something you guys can tell.
I can pay another $100 today if you want me to.
Well, I don't think there's another 100
Well,
we
there's
paid.
$61.92 left.
Okay, I can pay that.
If you did that, then our agreement was to dismiss the charge with the payment of court costs, so you'd still have the court costs to pay.
So then in that case, I guess you still have I assume that would be 150, so about $220, a little bit less than would be what it would take you to pay it off.
You want me to pay 60 today and pay the rest?
However you want to pay it, I can,
We'll set a date coming up, and the idea is for you to have it paid by that day.
How about August 19th?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna put that down, and
Mr. Thompson should be available.
He is scheduled for that day, Your Honor.
Okay. August 19th will be the next.
And how much was it again? I'm sorry.
I don't know the exact amount, but it should be whatever's left on the charge plus another 150 would be my guess.
Okay.
For court costs.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Lisa Dillon, case number CRB 24261. Your Honor, I think there's a co-defendant. State of Ohio versus Jack Dillon, case number CRB 24260.
All right, Mr. Thompson represents Lisa Dillon. Mr. Jack Dillon does not have counsel's record.
I did not. Last time we was here, I told you that I'm waiting on my bonus check. I get paid this Friday.
What's the state's position about going forward with this?
Your Honor, as I recall, the last time we were here, which was, I guess, I don't know if that was the arraignment or not, but we discussed the idea of a 90-day continuance, and if there were no further problems between the parties, then we could look at a dismissal later on if there was at least one court cost paid. At that time, I don't think there was an agreement by both parties to do that, so I don't know where they stand today.
Well, Ms. Dillon has indicated she's fine with that and willing to do that. I obviously haven't spoken to him at all and can't really too much because not who I'm here for. So, do you understand what's being suggested, though?
I do. That's what the attorney last time asked me when I said I wasn't going to drop my charges. I understand.
So you're not?
I'm willing to drop the charges, but I need to be able to go to the house. The lawnmowers need to be fixed. There's a washing machine that needs to be fixed. They can only be fixed.
Talk to me.
I can be gone.
Just my house is going to crash. I need to fix it.
Is there a time you can get him?
Yeah, like, he communicates with my sons. He has a relationship. I
Okay.
can be gone while he comes and does
Okay,
that.
well, she's saying she's willing to be gone at a time he names so that he can come do those things. So that should take care of that without the issue of the protective order being raised. She indicates that he has a relationship with her sons. That's fine, they're not, sure, they're not protected parties, no problem with him communicating with them. They can then tell her, hey, be gone Saturday, and she can take off for a little while, go to the mall, whatever.
Does that work for you, Mr. Dillon?
Yes, sir. I just need to fix stuff at the house.
Then I would ask to set this, if you want to just set it back for the 19th, we can do that. If you want to go out to about the 90-day mark, we can do that.
Okay, what's being suggested is if we just let this case pen sit for 3 months and you all don't have any further problems, we'll dismiss it. Is that what you want?
Now, in this 90 days, can I go and like fix lawnmowers and stuff like that?
You just said you.
Okay, well, I'm just making sure. I don't want to show up to fix the lawnmower and have a wrench in my hand and end up with cuffs. That's not fun.
Well, again, as long as you communicate through the son, that shouldn't be a problem. She's willing to pay the court cost. If there's going to be one set, you can place it on her case. She'll pay that. I've explained she doesn't need to pay it today, but the cases are not going to be dismissed until it's paid. So If you can pay it before the date that the court gives you to come back, that'd be best. But if not, you could regroup at that point.
Are you agreeable, Mr.?
Yes, sir.
Dillon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to set it then in October. Let's make it the 25th, October 25th. Case will be dismissed then if Mrs. Dillon pays the cost.
I'm sure you can read my handwriting.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not the best in the world.
I'm not
And there's no further problems.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And you don't have to appear if the costs are paid. And you haven't had any further problems.
And what day was the 25th?
25th.
Same time, okay.
At 10 a.m.
And we also will need a time waiver.
And on Ms. Dillon's behalf, I'll sign that.
Mr. Dillon, do you agree? You have a right to have the case heard for a trial within a certain period of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Doing it this way, we're not going to have a trial, so you're waiving your time constraints. Do you understand
Yes,
that?
sir.
Okay. You'll need to sign something for Mr. Hill to that effect.
That's for him.
Okay, here, they don't want you to sign right here. And
Okay.
then, go ahead. I'm going to write the word pro se underneath.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Aaron E. Wenzel, case number CRB 2427.
That's coming.
Well, that's more needed. Your Honor, this matter is a 90-day continuance. We have continued it to get the costs paid. Mr. Wenzel doesn't have the money today to pay, but he believes he can get this paid Thursday. Just an abundance of caution, I would ask that we reset this for at least Monday to make sure there's time that if he pays it, at least if he pays it online or something, have it actually have been
What day?
processed. I was gonna ask for Monday.
July 29th?
And I would assume that if he pays, he doesn't need to appear.
Correct.
So if you get this paid, you don't have to come back to court. But if you don't, you're gonna be here next Monday. Okay?
I'll pay it this Thursday.
July 29th is the next hearing.
Right.
You don't have to appear or be dismissed then if you have paid the costs.
All right,
Appreciate it.
thank you.
State of Ohio recall Stephen Thomas Lehman back in holding case number CRB 4440. This attorney requests that.
Change your mind again.
No, Your Honor, he wanted to know if we could address his $20,000 cash assured bond. He believes that he could probably make a $1,000 cash assured bond. We're not set for trial until August 2nd, but I'm not sure why it was set at $20,000, but he's appeared to court even when he was charged with a felony before in this court. He always showed up.
State's position.
Your Honor, Mr. Lehman has developed a little bit of a history of, and I realize that it would be, I guess, technically prejudicial to assume anything about the fact that he's had 4 different domestic violence cases in the past that have all been dismissed. But the most recent one was just this year, and the victim in that case was a girl named Heather Lister, who was his girlfriend, and he was charged with a F3 strangulation and an F5 domestic violence, and those ended up getting dismissed. And don't recall why right now, but Heather Lister's name comes up in this situation as well. Now, she's not the victim this time, but this situation takes place in the household and with his mother, and it's just, I think that there's some violent issues here that he needs to deal with. There's just been too many occasions when he's ended up being charged with these things, and we believe that there's good cause to believe that this happened. This is the case that the Miss Sloan's hand got closed in the door and came here with a bandage on her hand. So we take this very seriously.
Your Honor, with that being said, that's what we have a trial for. This is about whether to secure his appearance at court. You know, I believe there's a protection order, he's not going to go around, but I'd ask that the court reconsider the bond, let him get back to work, and also for me to prepare so we can go over the trial as well. I'd ask that it be lowered to $1,000 cash surety. We're not asking for an OR bond, but a bond that he could reasonably make.
I don't think there actually has been a protection order issued. I will issue one. I'll reduce the bond to $5,000.
Your Honor, Ms. Sloan, the alleged victim in this case, was here and did not want protection.
Okay, well, that's why. Okay, $5,000 cash assured.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Ronald Spears, case number CRA 23611.
This is the arraignment the state was going to look at to see if they wanted to continue as a felony or a misdemeanor. Because on the face of it, the amounts don't appear to be felony amounts.
Should be a misdemeanor, Your Honor.
Okay, so you want to amend it to a misdemeanor?
Yes, Your Honor, M1.
Okay. So it's worth the wait, Mr. Spears. The state's amending your charge from a felony theft to a misdemeanor theft. Okay, but still better to be charged with a misdemeanor than a felony, okay? So that's why I wanted them to look over the complaint. It looked to me like on the face of it, it should be a misdemeanor. So it's been amended to allege that July 7th, you deprived Brad Ricker of property with a value of no more than $1,000. So that makes it a misdemeanor theft. The maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. You understand the charge, and you understand your rights. So I take it from what you said, you want to enter a not guilty plea. Do you wish to have a lawyer appointed to represent you? Do you have a job? From where?
Blacktop, Kansas.
When was the last time you worked?
2.5 months, almost 3 months.
Okay. Do you have any money saved? Are you getting any kind of unemployment?
Take care of my daughter and my mom. No, I haven't.
All right. I'll appoint Mr. Morford. And you live with an Ironton mailing address anyway?
Yeah, I live at the same place up down here.
Any objection to no war bond?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to let you sign a $1,500 signature bond. You understand what that means? And then we'll set a hearing date. Mr. Morford, so I'm looking in August for pre-trials. 9th, 16th, 23rd, those are all Fridays. Any of those dates work for you?
The 9th, I'm here, Judge.
Let's do that. August 9th is going to be the next hearing.
And Your Honor, we'd like to know how many days Mr. Spears has been in jail.
I got pulled over the other day and it showed up. I've been pulled over before and they never showed up. How come? That's what I get. It's been a look like that.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm sure it is.
State of Ohio versus My 58. Case number CRA 24439.
This is Mr. Morford's case?
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes. Preliminary hearing. At Bethesda. Okay. Sounds like we got to start, but we got a lot of stuff to work on.
Great.
I'm good, Judge.
Right. So you got to do what they ask you to do unless it's illegal or immoral, okay? You don't get to make the rules. You got to follow the rules.
Yeah, I know that.
Let's come back in about 3 weeks, see how things are going. So that's going to be about the 16th. Are you available 16th? That's a Friday.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, August 16th, that's a little more than 3 weeks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Joseph Atkins, case number CRA 23260, CRB 23261, CRD 182412, CRB 23356.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes. Mr. Smith's case.
Let's see.
Mr. Atkins has done really well. He is currently working on peer support, and once we get to the point where we can dismiss these charges, he'll get his CDCA.
Okay, great.
And we are looking at him to maybe do peer support for him once he's stable in treatment.
Okay. Very good.
Much better report than last time, Judge. Looks like he's,
I don't know what went wrong with the last one. I didn't do nothing. You don't know either.
Okay, looks like we're getting toward wrapping this up.
yes, sir.
Good job.
Thank you.
We'll be back in September.
Yes, Judge. Let me pull my September calendar up.
23rd, September 23rd.
That should be, let me see. Yes, Judge, that'll work.
So we want to go 2 months out for the next hearing. September 23rd, preliminary hearing. Getting toward the end. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good job, Mr. Atkins.
State of Ohio versus Robert D. Fox, case number TRC 24-1009. Set for Cynthia. This is Mr. Thompson's case, Mr. Stiers, and David.
Looks like a positive report, Your Honor.
It is.
Mr. Thompson had advised that he expected this would be continued. I'm not sure what kind of a time frame you're looking at. If about a month is where you're looking, I would ask that we go back to that August 19th date. Is it? Yeah, August 19th that we've already used. We know Mr. Thompson is scheduled to be here. If you prefer to go out further, I'm sure Mr. Fox will be fine with that. And if there's an issue, scheduling issue with Mr. Thompson, he'd have plenty of time to address that.
I think the 19th is appropriate, August 19th.
Okay.
Next hearing, August 19th.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
For sentencing.
Thank you, sir.
And we can recall Miss Smith if you'd like. She's spoken to OVP.
State of Ohio recalls Precious Marie Smith, case number CRA 24441, TRD 241476.
So I've explained the situation and how it works. It's not quite a drug court program, but sort of our version of that works. And with that in mind, we're going to ask to withdraw the pleas at this time. At this point, I think the state will withdraw its motion to amend at this time. So we're going to leave the felonies pending. She is willing to go to OVP, who has accepted her, but does not today have a bed.
Right.
When do you expect to have a bed available?
Anytime. So she's a level 3 acceptance, so as soon as a bed opens, we will get her first.
So what I'd like to ask is that her bond be converted to an OR bond with release only to OVP, so that whenever they can get her, she can get out immediately. Now, we still have the issue of her car to deal with. Obviously, she's not going to do anything with that until she's out.
Where is the car?
It was seized in connection with the case, and it can't be released apparently without a release from the prosecutor's office of the court. So we're going to ask for that to be provided. Now, I would ask that OVP work, you do something to help her try to get that car out.
Yeah.
I don't think she has a valid, she's alleged not to have a valid driver's license, so she's going to have a licensed driver available to get the vehicle. And her daughter, she has a 3-year-old daughter who is currently with Miss Smith's mother. She may need to make some longer-term arrangements for that. That's also something that's probably going to have to be handled through OVP allowing her to speak to somebody.
Yeah, we can let her make phone calls and things
Is that
like that. I
Cabell
think.
County or where's that?
She's in Cabell County, yes. So,
CPS involved? No.
so those are the issues we wanted to raise. I think the issue with the vehicle will require a judgment entry probably. The issue with her daughter, I think can just, in the short term, be handled through OVP, making some phone calls, let her make some phone calls. And then we'll need to do that back.
Okay, well, you're going to prepare an entry on the car?
I can prepare an entry on the car.
I'll order that she be released to OVP on a $10,000 OR bond. We want to set it pretty quickly to make sure that happens.
I'm here Friday and Monday. I don't know if one day or the other is better. I feel like Monday might be a little better option here, so we don't exactly know if he's going to pick her up, so give her a little more time to settle in.
Okay, 29th, I'll set the next hearing for July 29th for preliminary hearing.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Matthew C. Medley, case number CRA 23752, CRB 23753 A and B.
Mr. Smith's case, preliminary hearing.
Judge, in speaking with the state, it's my understanding that the alleged victim does not wish to proceed, but I don't know if she's here.
She's out. She have 4 kids outside. She's outside. Yes, I have 4 kids in the car. It's a black blazer. I have 4 kids and a newborn. She's not trying to step in. But the blazer's outside. They can go outside. So. I have it in my phone.
Just call her.
We're not in the computer.
Thank
Well, she's got 4 kids.
I can go get her.
What kind of car is it?
It's a Blazer.
Do you want to recall this judge? Perhaps recall that state and speak with her and confirm what I've been told.
Recall.
Yeah, just have a seat, they'll go talk to her.
State of Ohio versus James DeVent, case number CRA 290, case number TRD 23-1859, A and B.
James, Councilman Simmons?
Your Honor, Madam Clerk.
Yes.
Outpatient, yeah. I said appointments, 20
He's done extremely well.
Give a report.
Yeah, good AVP, Proctorville for outpatient.
Looks like he completes tomorrow, Your Honor, and then he goes to OVP in Proctorville on Thursday to start his outpatient.
Do you have a monitor?
No, they took it off last month.
We are not opposed to him continuing in his treatment. and Glad that he's doing well. Looks like he's on his way, so that's good news. We need a time waiver.
Your Honor, maybe 30 days or more since he's doing well.
Yeah. August 30th?
That's fine.
Next hearing is August 30th.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good job.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good job.
State of Ohio recall Matthew C. Medley, case number CRA 23752, CRB 23753, A and B.
So we'll be- This is James DeVent here. Watch this. So how are things going? This is so you've got Whoops. Easier to say good news, Your Honor, is that Ms. Lawson reports that everything's going really well. They're co-parenting. Apparently, they're not together at this time. At least that's what I'm told. This is a 2023 case, and I don't know what took it so long to get into court. The allegations were pretty serious in the beginning. So it is good news that they're not having problems now. I'd like to see it, make sure that there's no further problems. I don't know, what do you think we should do? Yes. Because there's already been the passage of a significant amount of time, we're talking about doing a 90-day continuance, but apparently far longer than that has already elapsed. However, in the beginning, these charges were pretty serious. So I'm really not completely sure how we should proceed at this time. I guess under the circumstances, if you want the charges dismissed, I'm guessing, right?
I mean, yeah,
So-
that's it.
We could probably do a 90-day continuance to make sure there aren't any further problems and ask
No
for
objection, Judge.
any more court costs.
It's been a year, he says 90 more days, they're going to be fine, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And go to October 21st.
That should be, Judge, that part, but let me double check. Yes, Judge, that's fine.
What's the date?
October 21st. Be dismissed again if there's no further problems and the costs are paid.
October 10 o'clock.
Oh, and there is a protection order at this time, which this young lady's asked that we dismiss it.
Is that correct, ma'am? You don't want him where to stay away?
No, I don't.
No fine, no jail. How much are the costs now? They've just changed.
150.
150. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Whitney Smith, case number CRB 24171.
All right, Ms. Smith is at RRS.
Your Honor, she has not come back since her last court appearance.
I was unaware of that, Judge. Last time you said you had till the 12th to get compliant, I think, if I heard right. That's the news. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
At the end of the night, that's right.
Sounds weird to say that, but
Let's do another screen of Ms. Smith today, see where we are.
Thank you, Judge.
She's already played good.
Ohio versus Mandy Joe Hall, case number CRB 24116. Mandy Joe Hall.
Sex or sentencing?
I've not seen her this morning, Judge, but
She has been in Mahajan,
yes,
and she has a bond up, I believe.
yes, the last report I have is dated, well, almost 2 months, May 28th.
She does. So I'll issue a warrant for her and notify Mr. Sellers.
I will attempt to get a hold of her, Judge, thank you.
Set a bond forfeiture. August 19th.
State of Ohio versus Austin T. Hawthorne, case number CRA 2357, CRB 2843, PRC 191305 A and B, CRB 19393.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. Did you graduate?
Yeah. Wait, I have to use this off my ankle for a complete. I have to use this off my ankle for a complete. We're just waiting on transition for him to complete. He's been a client since after the first week, after his adjustment. He's been great. We asked the judge about getting his bond taken. Do you think I should kill him? Yeah. That'll help. Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, it's good report, making good progress.
Yeah, we're just waiting for a transitional bed to open up for him. He had his case manager's words was after the first week he's been an exemplary client.
Okay, very good.
So
He has a request for you, Judge. He would like you to consider removing the GPS.
Okay. Good. You can get that paperwork.
Yes, sir.
he's doing well.
August 30th.
That's good for me, Judge.
August 30th is your next hearing. I believe we're on the right track now. Let's make it stick this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good job.
State of Ohio versus Brent T. Pelfrey, case number CRB 22450 AB.
Hey, Butch.
Excuse me. CRB 22450B.
Yeah, this is on the sentencing docket. He's at ODP. Outpatient, is an outpatient.
Yes.
It was just there 7/18 was last. Appointment. still got some fines to pay and 7 hours of community service to do?
My community service mandatory should be done by now.
Your Honor, I just now updated that folder. That's all I have proof of.
Okay. I'm sure you still have 7 hours. So
Okay.
you got some other hours you need to get them turned in.
Okay.
They're
And I
all
got
at,
$120 to pay today too.
Food bank and Chesapeake Village.
Yes.
How much are you paying today?
120.
Okay, that's getting you close to being finished on that. So see the clerk, keep up with your counseling. I'll set you in September next time. We'll skip August. September 20th, so almost 2 months before we see you again.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, thank you for getting your counseling.
State of Ohio recalls Naaman C. Cox, case number CRV 23569, TRC 221663, A, B, C, D, and E, TRC 213062, A, B, and C, TRC 211917, A, and D.
And Naaman Cox has you today. He was not here when it was called, so he's here now.
I apologize, Your Honor. I was scheduled to be here at 10 o'clock, and I guess you guys had a good early start this morning.
Yeah, we were here before 10. You have a payment on your fines today?
I do. I said I was going to make one. Last time I was here, you was filled in by, I believe it was Brian Cabines. I told him I was going to make a payment, and I was so excited to see them front doors, I went jumping out there and made it all the way home, and so I'm going to make a little extra better payment today.
How much are you paying?
I'll throw 100 on it. Yeah, I failed to do that last time.
Community service to do, too, so that's got to get done.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, Your Honor, I've been doing some community service, and last time I did a substantial amount of community service, I was informed that my community service hours going on each charge, I have to pay the fines on the charge before I can move to the next one to where my community service will work as community service. So at the moment, if I do community service, I'm actually losing money to where I would prefer to just pay my fines with cash until I can start on my next,
Your Honor, I informed him that we do go finish the oldest case first, that goes toward community service, then goes toward fines.
Okay.
So at the moment, I'm needing to pay my fines before I can put community service to where it actually counts as community service, because it's costing me more money to do community service. I'd rather work.
All right. I'll let you do that then. You got 60 hours on case number 221663, so let's apply it to that first.
Yes, Your Honor.
So your community service will go toward what you owe in community service.
I don't have any to turn in currently at the
I
moment.
understand. And you're paid 100 today, is that what you
Yes.
said? All right, see the clerk, I got you down for that. August 26th will be your next hearing. 9 o'clock.
9?
9.
Okay.
All reviews are at 9.
Yeah. Well, that's why I messed up today. I apologize for that too, then. I was thinking I needed to be here at 10.
Okay, see the clerk.
State of Ohio versus Brandon L. Call, case number TRC 24648, A and B.
Brandon Call. Says a motion.
Your Honor, this is one in which we had a suppression hearing, and the court asked each of us to submit a brief.
Oh,
on
okay,
some
so it's not
issues.
for actual evidence, it's just to submit the briefs today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, and I see those have been submitted, so those will go on my desk. That file will go on my desk.
State of Ohio versus Brittany M. Jones, who is back in holding. She was put in holding from here today, Your Honor. Case number CRB 24452, A and B.
All right, ma'am, are you Brittany Jones?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Jones, I'm Judge Capper. This is your arraignment. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do say things, it's on the record. It can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yes, sir.
You got two charges, obstructing official business and resisting arrest. The obstructing official business alleges that on July the 19th of this year in Fayette Township, without the right to do so, you purposely prevented, obstructed, or delayed a public official in the performance of their official duties and capacity and hindered them in the performance of their duties. That's a second-degree misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is 90 days in jail, $750 fine. And then the B case alleges that you committed resisting arrest, and that's forcefully resisting or interfered with the lawful arrest of yourself. That's also a second-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 90 days in jail, $750 fine. Do you understand these charges?
Yes, sir.
And you've already told me you understand your rights. How do you wish to plead to these charges?
I'm not guilty, so I don't
Do you wish to have a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir, please.
Do you have a job?
So actually, I'm down here helping my mom with her health and stuff. Actually studied in Florida. So right now, I'm just been helping my mom.
So you don't have a job?
No, sir, I just left my job a couple months ago. So I helped my mother out a little bit.
I'll appoint Mr. Smith, Roger Smith, to represent you. And right now, guilty plea, she has a bond up. Through Mr. Sowers. The state agreeable to that bond continues for $1,750.
Yep, the state's not opposed to that. I guess I just wondered how she ended up in jail if she posted the bond.
Well, she called in this morning to staff and physically threatened them. So when she arrived at court, she was placed in custody. So I don't know if there's going to be charges filed over that, but
If there's a report made, then we'll definitely follow through with it.
all right, I don't know if you heard, but
I did not check your phone, I apologize.
she was placed in custody this morning because when she called the clerk's office this morning, she made a physical threat to one of the clerks. So you don't need to say anything, ma'am, because there could be charges filed over there.
So, Your Honor, it looks like she's got an Anthony, Florida address. I don't know if she has a local address.
So that's my auntie's address, that's like where my mail goes back home, but I can give you my dad, he stays in Ashland. If you would like a local, because I will be here for a little bit, more to help out my mother.
Where does your mother live?
My mom stays in Ashland as well,
Okay.
but like my mom and my dad separated.
Judge, I would ask that she's got to be re-released, and I would want you to have to call me.
What's the Ashland address?
3254 Park Street, Ashland, Kentucky, 41101.
Is this your mother's or your father's?
That's my dad's.
What's his name?
His name is Anthony Jones.
Okay. do August 2nd, 9th, 16th.
I think, probably the 9th, 2nd, I think I have something, 9th and 16th.
Next hearing will be August the 9th for pretrial at 10 o'clock. Okay, she's released on her bond.
State of Ohio recalls Brittany Smith, case number CRB 24171.
She's already called on. I believe she may need to go to inpatient treatment, Mr. Simon.
Well, Judge, we're here on sentencing docket. I would much rather see her get treatment than warehoused in the county jail. I understand she has 2 kids and some things, but at this point, given that test result,
I'm willing to give her another shot at at outpatient, but that's with the court's recommendation.
Yeah, she's basically blowing this off.
you had a vacation, vacation is not trump treatment, but in her mind, that's why she, correct me if I'm wrong, couldn't make the original, but she says she can do it now. She'll do intensive outpatient. She will start immediately. Is that correct?
Yes.
Actually, I have one last final chance, Judge, to get.
Okay, let's come back in a week and see where we
I'll be
are,
here.
see what she's done. I'll give you a week to show me what you can do. After that, it's going to be lockdown treatment or jail. Those are going to be the two options if you don't
She understands, Judge.
comply.
10 o'clock.
So it'll be set for sentencing July 29th, 10 o'clock.
I'll be here.
State of Ohio recalls Christy Ferguson, case number CRA 24449, back in home. Christy Ferguson.
Oh, this is the one we were going to have check to see. Okay.
He's called her.
All right, I'll hear your apology for your words in court now. Well, you've also allegedly have a warrant out of the state of Kentucky we're going to have to deal with. Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you on this matter? Okay. Well, at least for now you won't have to go, but I can't promise you eventually you won't have to go. So, where do you live now? What's your... You don't have an address, but where'd you say?
I just can't came here. I'm not leaving.
Okay. They asked for no bond. Yeah, it says no bail, ask no bail to be set. The charges are contempt of court, possession of methamphetamine, and public intoxication. Those are what they say the three charges
They're
are.
guilty of stuff I didn't even do for my daughters. I've got for breast cancer. I had to get out of there and like 5 hours and 3 strokes in the back of his brain because the people over there. And we kept fighting for 3 minutes. So I do it. I had to get out.
Okay, I will,
And I was set up, stuff with flash on me. I do not want to go to that place. They're liars. They're garbage up there. I was born here.
other than Mr. Morford, is anybody else here today?
I believe Mr. Morford's it, Your Honor.
See, Mr. Morford, I'm going to appoint you to represent Ms. Ferguson. She has felony charges in Kentucky. So she says she does not want to go there. So then they ask for no bond. I'll set no bond. I'll set it for first pretrial and extradition in 2 weeks, which will be, well, we'll make it August 2nd. I think, are you, or is that a date you're not available?
Let me check where I am, Judge. But today, I'm really not available, Judge.
Okay, August 5th.
I'm here then.
August 5th for pretrial. You can talk to Mr. Morford about that, and then he can let me know if he has something he wants to tell me about. And then you've got another client I think we need to deal with. Ms. Bias? Is it Bias?
And Adam.
She was here for a review earlier.
Yes, Your Honor, we already had her file out here once, and I'm not sure where it is right now.
It's not out here, I'll go look, that's why I was looking, it's not in there missing.
Yes, we had her up for arraignment already this morning.
I've set for an arraignment, but that's, we've not moved it forward from that.
Something to do with permitted reads or?
No.
I think it, you had the file, Mr. Morford, did you not? Did I give you the file?
Yeah.
And I got brought back in you after I
You did
saw
give
what
Jimmy?
Ms. Fox wanted.
Vivian has to have it.
Actually, we don't have, you don't have her file, do you? Jamie Bias.
It was in, we had it in the clerk's office.
I talked to them out there, asking them, they said they couldn't find it. So.
Judge, I could tell you what she wants, maybe.
Okay, we got it. Okay, you can come up, Mr. Bias. It's 2046 A and B, 2049, 2151. It looks like she's been out of pocket since August of 2022.
Yes, Judge. I have a writing that she would like for you to read, Your Honor.
Well, why don't you just tell me?
It's short and sweet.
Number one, she wants the warrant withdrawn. Number two, she would like to be let off probation. She has a job available to her, but the employer can't employ her, won't employ her as a policy if she's on probation or she has a warrant.
It's Mended Reeds.
That's what,
Mended Reeds has hired me on the, as long as I can get this taken care of. So this is, it hasn't affected my life up until now, but I have an opportunity for a great job and to progress in life, and I'm really hoping that I can.
Well, you ran out on an OVI offense with 2 priors. You got an OVI pending, 2 priors, one in 2016, one in 2019, and then this one in 2020. That was pending. We let her go to treatment. She also had possession of Suboxone, which was filed as a felony, and fentanyl, possession of fentanyl, which was filed as a felony. So those were the cases that were pending. It looks like I've got a certificate of completion from Hope Source,
Do you have, is there anything in the,
October of 2020. But she was not here for hearing, was set August the 15th. Oh, that was 2022. Okay, so she came back after that.
let me see, let me look it up.
She came back after that 20, let's see. It was amended Reed's outpatient in December of 20. She failed to appear for a hearing on January 25th of 2021. Warrant was issued. Looks like she got arraigned on that warrant June 17th of 2022. Had a hearing for July 25th of 2022. Did not appear for that hearing. Then got arraigned August 1st. She may have came in late. August 1st, she was here for arraignment. Next hearing was set for August 15th, 2022. She did not appear. And that's the last history till today. She hasn't been here since almost 2 years.
close to 2 years.
So, first step, I think, is to get a urine screen today.
Okay.
Let's do a urine screen and see what that shows us where we are, and then we can decide how we're going to proceed. But she's got an OVI, a serious OVI that's going to have to be dealt with. It's not going away. I don't think the prosecutor's going to say they want a third offense OVI to go away. So go do the urine screen. The court's going to be in recess. Is that something we got left? I'll be in recess till we get the results, and we'll come back. You two guys talk, see what you want. You probably need to get your file. There's a lot there. Court's in recess.
Thank you.
The water. I think you're trying to get me in trouble.
So I'm gonna leave that up on my screen.
Here, what you got? Yes, ma'am.
There may be another charge on it. It's an F5 from 2007. She was never really. It's kind of on my screen.
I guess I won't
Did you get to this law license file copy for me? Yeah. Choose the appointment.
How we doing today?
I'm not concerned about the present.
Well, then I won't kill myself to look for that.
I don't think it's worth looking for. I mean, the judge may think differently, but I know we don't know where to find the file.
And you know, more, I've always got the life on it's hers.
Oh, I'd say.
Okay.
This has worked out so much better. Because you know what? I will write the next court date down either on the file, on my notes about the case, or on the continuance entry. It's going to be one of those three places.
Okay.
So then I can go back later on and make sure it's on it.
Now, with the continuances, you said they're on the jump drive. Do you want me to print those out as well, just to have them in the folder, or no?
No.
We really don't need it, but it's just doing that to make it easier for when we pop up and.
Yes,
Okay,
because all I
gotcha.
have to do, because what I can do is I can have it so that everything's on their case number, name, and all that.
Yes.
And all I have to do is put in the date of the new hearing.
Perfect.
Judge, if you look at that, see if you want.
Oh, you found it.
Is that what Brian's do? Butch hasn't seen that one yet either. He's got the other
Doctor's
one.
excuse to return to, did knowingly forge a doctor's excuse to return to school.
She did?
She forged March 12th, 2007. The doctor's office stated she was seen on March the 7th. Oh, she needs to go to prison for this.
That's bad.
That's funny. No, we don't need it. We don't need it. Just, we acknowledge it.
Okay.
Phil, look what I found for you.
I forged all kinds of parents' excuses.
Oh, there's Jamie Bias. Well, she's done all kinds of stuff here.
Yeah.
Boy, this was a long time ago. Now, this proves that I was working here in this court in January of 2020.
You recognize your writing?
Yeah, it's unmistakable.
Yeah, there's no.
She
I have
pled.
bad writing too. Missy has a good writing.
No, I do not.
She pled. She's been a
Hope Source. Called in ill.
I can't believe it's been 2 years since that warrant because I feel like I've just seen her recently here, but I guess not. It's been 2 years. Here's the Beth meeting. I copied him a new CD, there's a new CD in there for you. I've got the new subpoenas, and if you could sign the update.
Incredible.
Check her off the list. Oh, look at that. Hey, and tell him Digit 10 hasn't called. And Digit 3 has not called. Which probably means they're gonna drop on in whenever they want to. Yeah, they can drop on in.
Well, that just don't make any sense at all. What do they think I do? I think I just
We
sit here
wait
all the
around
time?
for them.
It's ridiculous.
And I don't even know why they're, I know that you wanna go wireless, but like, it wasn't on the books or anything. I mean, they know that, I always schedule things, like, hey, could you come at this time? It is at our like non-court, non-working times, so I'm not for sure.
They're gonna call me right back.
I don't know.
Right now? I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna go take care of these. And, you and Rob are gonna talk about they're trying to figure out the Ironton in here and
Yeah.
I should, the affidavit.
In Ironton, he's got an F3.
So. and
Well,
then-
by Friday, when he comes back here, we just need to have the affidavit for that particular one that we want to
For
file.
the daughter.
Yeah, and what we'll end up doing is they'll all end up in common police court.
Yeah. And what was it? Something came back. No, I've been trying to go through like what Jasmine brought back. Something went to the grand jury, but they Brigham wanted it worked out here. So to refile all misdemeanors on that, and I'll look to see which one that is. And
On
we'll
him?
talk about, no, not on him. It's on somebody else. I thought, that's odd. It came back, but I'll take care of it. I'm gonna take care of this first.
Wade?
Yeah.
Extradition?
Ron, I got
That's what I thought. Huh?
They're pulling out now.
That's what I thought. We didn't, nobody knew.
I just came from back there talking to her.
You should have told her.
Huh?
You should have told the guy
Here, let me
not to
figure.
take her.
Now I know. I didn't know.
I guess they can send the waiver down to her.
You relieved.
No, it's,
All this stuff?
no, I highly doubt it, but
I highly doubt it, too.
I'd love to be able to just get the job. If we need to go stop.
Huh?
I would just love to be able to get the job, I think, good.
Well, you gotta take care of your obligations to court
Yeah, absolutely,
first.
that's, you're exactly right about that, for sure. Pretty much that I'm not gonna get the job.
Well, Butch, what's new? Anything?
What's your thoughts on municipal?
Well, I got the file, Ms. Bias,
That's what I understand.
and she pled guilty. She had been in treatment, and she just quit coming to treatment. She got a Hope Source, well, she got a certificate of completion from Hope Source. She'd been doing really good in treatment.
I stayed in transitional for 8 more months. If
Oh,
that's
she's back there. How'd you do on your drug screen just now?
completely clean, sir.
Amazing.
I've been clean since he sent me to treatment.
Why did you quit coming to court?
Well, if I can be honest, really wasn't hindering my progression that much in life. I was working as a server in a restaurant, so I was just kind of, nothing really came up. It didn't hinder me in any way until, now that I'm older, I'm trying to progress out of it.
Yeah, but that doesn't answer why you
It
didn't
doesn't,
come
there's
to
no
court.
good reason. You're right, there's no good reason, to be honest.
You did a lot. I mean, you came to court a million times.
I did, yeah. I know, I had a minor surgery, but like I said, there's nothing on my end that's an excuse for me to not come to court. I should have had this dealt with that.
You were looking at a bunch of jail time on this OVI.
You said I may be?
I mean, it's a third offense. I'm not saying that
That's
that's
one
what.
of the reasons she didn't come to court,
And to be honest, I know he had said something about a
because
mandatory
we were
30
asking her
day.
to go to court.
Yeah.
And I thought, I do not want to go to jail.
Well,
But there's no
Jamie,
reason, like I said.
the reason why we wanted you to do the treatment is so that I could say to the judge that I thought you'd earn your way out of jail. And now, I mean, I'm glad you had a clean drug screen. I don't know what the judge is going to think about it at this point. You just quit showing up. You've done a lot, but then you just quit showing up. Where are you going to be working at?
Mandatories.
They know all about your history,
They
right?
do, they do.
That's what's holding her up.
All right.
I'm praying that he will work with me somehow.
I'm not, my job is not to mess up people's lives, but at the same time, I mean, you've been sitting here today and you've seen how many cases we have.
I do.
And I've kind of got to be even-handed with everybody. I don't want to cause a big problem. Now, did you show up, you just showed up on your own, you decided just
Yes,
to?
sir.
That helps.
Yeah, I'm ready to get this behind me. But, the OVI, if I lose my license, I won't get the job. They've hired me.
Well, how the heck do you have a license now anyway?
I'm not sure. Actually, when this happened, I remember getting a letter saying that they were suspended for 6 months. I thought that all this OVI, I thought that I pled guilty to everything when he sent me to treatment.
You did, you had,
Okay.
but you never got sentenced, I
You
don't
didn't
believe.
get sentenced.
Okay, I understand.
It wasn't,
I thought it
the
was.
last part of it hadn't been done.
I understand.
Now, on the other hand, you went to detox at first, so you really needed it, didn't you?
I was pretty.
Yeah.
Lawrence County Municipal Court is now back in session. State of Ohio recalls Jamie Bias. Case number CRA 2046 A and B, CRB 2049.
Okay, your screen was good. So how's the state want to proceed on this?
Well, I've had a chance to get the file out and take a look at it, and I kind of start remembering some of this stuff. Ms. Bias pled guilty to the OVI on July the 20th of 2020. We delayed sentencing. She's been in treatment. There's a certificate of completion from Hope Source. She did a lot, but then she just quit showing up.
I was afraid of jail. I was scared to death to go to jail.
And I've had a little bit of a chance to talk with her here while the court was in recess, and tried to explain to her that our approach is to try to get people to get better, and by following through with what's required of them, that helps us be able to give a recommendation that maybe they should not need to go to jail as long as they would if it were just sentenced as it's charged, which in this case was a third offense. So our feeling about it is that, I don't know what the prospects are for the job. Amended Reed?
They've hired me, yes. Jim Davis hired me.
So that counts for something. I think that primarily, Your Honor, this is a matter of just the fact that she left and never showed back up again. Of course, she came in on her own at this point. There's a lot that weighs in both directions. We're glad that she appears to have her substance abuse issues under control. When we first had her before the court in January of 2020, she had to go to Foundations for detox. So
it was serious business.
Serious, and it looks like, she looks healthy at this point. I hope you don't mind me saying so.
No, it's been years, and I feel healthy. I feel more than healthy.
So she has actually accomplished some things that we would hope for her. I just don't know how the court feels about her not showing up for so long, and the fact that it was a third offense.
Please have
Well, I
mercy.
think that all has to be taken into consideration. If somebody walked in here today with a third offense, they're looking at a minimum jail sentence of 30 days. And that's not me saying that. That's the Ohio legislature says that.
So am I
So I don't know how you can go skip out for 2 years and expect to come back and get the minimum. I mean, how's that fair to people that do what they're supposed to do when they're
It's
supposed
not,
to do it?
it's not, it's not. It's not at all. Whatever I need to do to get this behind.
Job opportunity.
If jail is what I need to do, I need to get it over, I need to do it.
I feel like jail would be thrown at.
Man,
Sorry.
out.
Okay.
You're out of the courtroom.
It's all right.
Okay.
You're out of order.
My apologies for her. Is there like community service or anything I could do for the community service or anything?
First thing he's looking at is jail. You have jail.
Right here it is, third offense.
Okay, I understand.
Well, listen, don't say a thing, listen.
30 days in jail or up to 1 year in jail. That's the range of penalty on a third offense. $850 fine's the minimum, $2,750 is the max. 2-year license suspension is the minimum, 10 years the maximum. And let's see, whose vehicle was this? The vehicle should have been impounded, I don't know if it was.
It was at the time, yeah.
She indicates it was, Judge, at the
Believe
time of the
it.
offense.
It was, I'm
I
sorry.
believe that it was, but like I said, it's been so long ago, I don't want to be held to
It got
that.
forfeited then?
I'm not 100% positive.
Do you have the vehicle?
I do, yes. Actually, no, I was with somebody, I was driving my stepsister's vehicle at the time, that's right.
Okay, well, then
And
it's
she
not-
drove it home.
It's not subject to it's not subject to impoundment if it belonged to somebody else.
Yeah.
So have you been working at Mended Reeds? How'd you get a job at Mended Reeds?
No, actually, I just reached out to them, and then they told me that there's been several positions that they would, and they've worked with me, they've asked me, I went through the interview process over the phone, I went through 2 interviews.
Did you tell them you had a third offense OVI pending?
I told them that I had to deal with this court case, and they said, just get that resolved, and we want to get you started. So I would have been starting today. I would have gone in there today to start paperwork and things, but I told them I had to do this, and I still have to do a background check, so that's what was going to keep, this is what was going to keep me from passing that background check.
And you had an Ironton address even back then, so you're from Ironton?
I'm from Proctorville.
Okay.
Mhm.
But you were living in Ironton? when
Yes,
this
sir.
happened?
Mhm.
What's the state's position?
Well, the state feels that exactly as the court feels. I believe that if she had followed through instead of not showing up starting in July of 2022, I mean, she was almost to the point where we would have been able to recommend something as far as a sentence based on her compliance that would be less than the treatment as a third offense. The fact that she's come in on her own and she's got a chance at a job in the treatment community, I think that weighs in her favor a little bit, but we do still think that it's deserving of some jail time. Now, we wouldn't recommend the entire treatment as a third offense because I think she has earned something for having gained a long-term sobriety at this point, and she did complete the Hope Source program.
Mr. Morford, anything you want to tell me?
Judge, I know as an attorney that a court order is a court order, and if you're ordered to be here, you're supposed to be here. I also know that she was clean today. She came in on her own today, has the opportunity at the employment in the field that she has been through. There's equities on both sides, Judge.
She's very lucky she hasn't had any police contact since this happened, or otherwise she wouldn't have a chance to come in on her own.
Yeah.
She would have been going to jail. I don't know how I can possibly give her less than the minimum. Because otherwise, I mean, if I'm the lay public out there, I'm going to say, I'm not going to show up, and I'm going to take my chances of getting the minimum when I come back after 2 years. I mean, how's that possibly fair? That you can skip out for 2 years, come back, and get something less than what the minimum sentence is.
May I
So,
ask a question?
I'm going to go ahead and sentence you today on the OVI.
So am I going to jail
You're going to jail.
today?
Today,
How long?
30 days.
I have a dog.
So on the OVI 2151A,
Can they do like weekends? Weekends?
no, you're not allowed to do weekends.
Okay, I understand.
$850 is the minimum fine, so I'll impose that, plus court costs. I'm actually going to give her 60 days in jail, but I'll suspend 30. Uh, 60 hours of community service.
How many, Judge?
60.
60? Thank you.
2 years of level 4 probation. I'll set a review hearing for her in October the 18th.
He said 18.
October 18th.
18?
18, 1/8, 9 a.m.
I have medicine I take every morning. Am I able to get that?
I will give you meds.
Need to get that to the jail. If you were driving under suspension, I won't give any additional jail. I'll just give you a $50 fine on that. She had the wrong plates on the vehicle, or maybe, she says that was her sister-in-law's car, so I'll dismiss that charge when her car. Now, we've still got the felonies. Do you want to dismiss them, or how do you want to deal with those? Keep them pending.
I haven't taken that into account. She appears to have done pretty well at staying away from the drugs. That's what Nolly does.
Okay, I'll dismiss the, she had 2 felonies.
You just got
2046A and B are being dismissed.
You just got a huge
I
break.
just got dismissed. Thank you.
The most serious charges are dismissed.
Thank you.
Well, an OVI, third offense OVI is right there with a felony. In some sense, it's a special hybrid misdemeanor, so it's very serious. Okay, she's commanded in the hands of the
It's
sheriff.
done. Let's get this
Here.
done. Let's get this over.
This is when you come back. Thank you, Your Honor.
Court's adjourned. Oh, okay, let's put on the record the waiver.
Stable versus Christie Ferguson, case number CR 24449.
She's already gone. But we can send down a waiver for her. You say she will sign that she wants to waive extradition?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. You want to sign as attorney for defendant?
I didn't want to ask you that, but when you said it was going to open up. But
And she got 2 felonies dismissed and the minimum sentence on a 3rd offense OVI, so that's, and was gone for 2 years. So,
thank you, Judge.
that's about as good as I can do.
That's much better than I expected. Thank you. You all have a good day.
So we'll keep her, Christy Ferguson, on for August 5th, but Boyd County could be notified. As soon as we get the waiver back, then we're going to pick her up.
She's level 4,
Level 4.
Well, I asked Doreen in here, please.
Do what?
Doreen.
Oh, Doreen?
Yes.
I lost my phone. You'll have it.
You too, Butch.
Third offense DUI, which I've never done. This is for commitment. It's 60 days, but they less 30. She's got 30 days.
When is she going to go to jail?
Today. Okay, so
I got the dockets for Friday. I got the docket
Did you do
for
a
Friday,
DUI too?
if you'd like to have a
for
copy.
DUI jail.
Okay.
Did you do too?
I'll go in my office to see if Digit 3 is called.
60 days less 30.
James Jones, you did get that, right? Okay. This is trash. Stephen Lehman is on here. I got something for Stephen Lehman just now.
Yeah, I just put 0. I don't know how many days the senior license is probably. I think this is the right one. Just, you know, it's for DUI too. And you may have to
With Stephen,
down here, we should put it. You can't change anything on this DUI test, but I'm not gonna learn that. That's a DUI test. And then somebody's have to work it out. That's what it is. Okay. Jail.
I gotta figure out how to send, I had this figured out yesterday.
what happened? Where are you trying to send it
How
to?
to send all the PDFs to the jump drive.
See, that's 60 hours community service. Jail should be 60 also.
Export.
to do 60 hours? Jail. 60, suspend, 30.
And that's right. So here's the other two.
That, you're gonna put that in her file.
And then we have Chrissy Ferguson extradition, make sure it's right.
Now, when was the only thing is, when was her
I
extradition?
don't know how to send them all.
Her extradition file?
Let me get this one
You
finished.
did them,
Okay.
I could do this.
click them.
Was today, but is today her first day for this?
22 are selected.
Oh, I'm not worried about Ferguson yet.
No.
You like having a little bit of a help. It's nice having a little help.
That needs to be, it's on these, but it's not on this one. Yes, it is. Those should be right.
Is that it?
Let me see
Well,
where
we're doing,
the,
we're
like,
checking.
I'm going to check Christy Ferguson.
I might wait, open one, and then,
And
get your signature.
export.
B. And then, now, where is it from? Like, do they have a certain time? That's it. State of Kentucky has until.
Oh, I had it upside down at one time, today, Luke, about how to strike.
oh my gosh, he was on one too.
August the 5th, 2000.
Yeah, he wasn't even here today.
Some very nice.
And then you're gonna.
So I can do that.
Save as,
Maybe that's what maybe that's what I did.
Go up and put the date.
maybe like do this, can you do the select all and save as,
It
or
says
no?
8/5.
That would be too easy, wouldn't it?
That would be, but, yeah, I don't, let's see.
Just take out the 2. Yes.
Save as other. That'd be too easy.
Mm-hmm, doesn't let you do it, which is weird.
Now, was this the one that she was gonna sign a waiver?
Which side of the door?
Well, then she
And
probably
that won't let me
doesn't
save
need-
as.
Probably not picking her up.
They're going to get her because
Okay.
she's got the one that they requested no bond on.
Okay.
They're going to get her.
Okay.
That's weird.
That is weird.
So then, just gonna leave this up here.
Send
for
to
Josh.
Not yet.
Well, let me do one.
Yeah, why'd it let you do one?
Oops.
What about, can you share it? Share? Note.
Okay. That one.
I'll try to sign.
And then she's got a jail commitment. Well,
She left before she
So that needs to
went
be
back
faxed
to jail.
down.
and then that.